Here at Gypsy Moth and Mosquito Control, we deal with three basic pests, mosquitoes, gypsy moth, and fall cankerworm. And for all of them, we use IPM-based programs. IPM stands for Integrated Pest Management. And basically what that is we use a variety of different tools, methods, and strategies to combat the pests. Some of the strategies involved in IPM are, first off, public education. Our staff does a variety of public outreach events throughout the county. And we also interact with the public on a day-to-day basis, trying to get the word out about mosquito control and how they can help stop breeding mosquitoes around their home.
Mosquitoes can breed in several different types of habitat. Any standing water is always suspect. That would include stormwater retention ponds, ditch lines, woodland pools, flooded areas. Anywhere where water can stand for several days and not be disturbed, mosquitoes can breed there. Also a big suspect that we find breeds mosquitoes is artificial containers in and around your home, backyard. This could include 5-gallon buckets, drains, corrugated pipes, bird baths, even your rain gutters can also breed if they're not cleaned out and they're holding water. So those are the main areas where we find them.
The next part is surveillance, and that's an integral part of mosquito control. That allows us to get not only population sizes of adult mosquitoes, but also helps us direct our control efforts based on what type of species it is, if they can carry disease.
Surveillance provides information on mosquito abundance and distribution. The data is used to estimate the risk for disease transmission and also guide control operations and evaluate the effectiveness of control operations. We use a variety of traps to collect different species. One of these is the CDC light trap. It is baited with dry ice, which releases carbon dioxide to attract adult mosquitoes. The other trap we use is the gravid trap. It utilizes gravid-infused water with processed chicken manure to attract gravid females. This type of trap works primarily to collect the most important primary vectors of West Nile virus. The third trap that we use is the BG sentinel trap. It exploits the host-seeking behavior of mosquitoes by creating an attractant odor plume. It primarily catches the Asian tiger mosquito, which is the #1 nuisance species, because of its aggressive biting behavior and its daytime feeding habit. We set out a set of these different types of traps for 24 hours weekly in 40 locations throughout the county. The collected mosquitoes are brought in the lab, frozen, sorted out, and identified to the species level. The numbers we gathered indicate to us where larviciding treatments are to be intensified. In addition, mosquitoes are pulled and packed in labeled tubes, like this one. There are 10 to 50 in each tube, and shipped in dry ice to a lab for West Nile virus testing.
The most important aspect of IPM, in my opinion, is larval control, or what we call larvicide. And that's the treating of standing water that has immature mosquitoes in it, mosquito larvae, with various products. Larva control is the most effective form of mosquito control because you have a population of mosquitoes in a confined area, so basically a body of water that we can treat and get a high percentage of control, 98–99% of control. Once they hatch into adults and disperse, control becomes a lot harder because they're flying around and they're dispersed, throughout the neighborhoods. Larva control is also more environmentally friendly. At the branch, we use biological control agents, which are basically bacteria naturally found in the soil. These bacteria are very specific for mosquitoes. They don't harm other insects such as dragonfly larvae, predaceous beetles. They won't harm fish or frogs, and that's why we use them. They're very effective, environmentally friendly, and economical.
A typical larvicide inspection and treatment would consist of going out to known locations in the field, such as stormwater management ponds, and inspecting them for mosquito larvae by a method we call dipping. Take a physical sample of the water to see if mosquitoes are there, and if they're present, we treat them with several different types of larvicides. Larvicides come in different application methods. The first would be a granular application that can be spread by hand or using a backpack sprayer. There's also liquid formulations that are applied directly to the water, and we also have briquettes that can be thrown in, and they're extended release over amount of time.
The larviciding program, again, is the most important part of the IPM, and we are currently trying to expand our program, looking for more habitat to treat in more areas to find these mosquitoes and kill them before they hatch. This will reduce complaints and reduce adult populations and hopefully reduce disease transmission as well. The final part of IPM is adult control, and this is what we use at the very last stage of control. Once you can't find all the larval habitat, so you're going to have some adults hatching out. So what we do is we just disperse trucks into neighborhoods, and we spray from a machine, ultra low volume spray machine, some chemical, and it actually has to come in direct contact with flying mosquito to kill it. So as you can see, it's not as effective as a larvicide can be, and you don't get as big as control with an adult application. But it is needed to kill the adults, especially if we have disease in the mosquito population. We also do site visits or complaint visits for the branch, so if someone calls with high mosquito populations in and around their neighborhood, we'll come out there and we'll look for the source again, and we would like to larvicide it. Instead of sending out a truck, we will first show up, try to find the source of mosquitoes, identify it, treat it, and hopefully that'll take away the large adult populations.